Hello plant friends! In today's video, we're going to unpack this gift from one of my friends in the cactus community, CactiVerse Ph. We've been friends for about 3 years already, but we only had the opportunity to meet in person during the recent event here in the Philippines, which is the Plant Camp Season 5. Anyway, let's start unpacking. In the later part of this video, I'll show you how I pot them, what I do, what soil mix I use, and what the process is after potting them. So be sure to watch until the end of the video. A brief description about CactiVerse Ph. He collects and breeds cacti such as Astrophytums, Ariocarpus, Lophophoras, and Gymnocalaciums. He is also one of the moderators of Astrophytum Philippine Club, a Facebook group that specializes in Astrophytums. So if you're looking for those kinds of cacti, you can visit their Facebook page and send them a message. I'll link their Facebook page in the description below. For those following my Facebook page, they know that I recently got back from collecting cacti. The previous year was a rough one for me, which pushed me to sell most of my cacti and succulents since I couldn't take care of them, and I needed the money to pay for my medicine and medical bills. Many from my personal collection, especially my Astrophytums, were sold during that time. That's why now I only have a few cacti left. Anyway, now that I'm doing fine, I decided to get back to this hobby. I was really surprised to still see a lot of messages and support from you guys, even if I'm not active lately. I'm really thankful for everyone who still watches, likes, and leaves a comment on my videos. Gardening is one of my passions, something that I really enjoy and love doing. It's a hobby that helps you find peace and tranquility in this hectic world. Now that I'm back, I am slowly collecting specimens again that will be my mother plants, or cacti that I will be using in my breeding. And it was so kind of CactiVerse Ph to give me Astrophytum to kickstart my collection again. He knows that I really like Astrophytum asterias cultivar Kiko. Thus, everything in this paper bag will be different forms of Kiko. This is one of the nice things in the plant community. You'll gain friends that will help you bounce back in this hobby. We're just going to unpack the rest of the gifts, then we'll proceed to potting them. The first thing I do is to trim their roots. I always do this for my newly received cacti. I'll be using the scissors to trim the roots. First, we have to sanitize them. I am using this 70% alcohol to disinfect. This will kill the pathogens that may be present in the scissors. Also, make sure that the scissors that you are using are sharp so you can make clean cuts. When root trimming, I always cut and remove all the secondary roots, leaving only the top root or primary root. Don't worry if you think I cut them short. These are cacti. You will greatly benefit from this process. I already made a video about the advantages of root trimming, so if you want to learn more, you can check it by clicking the link in the description. I know that a lot of cactus collectors are terrified of trimming their cactus roots because they think it will kill their cactus. Root trimming has been a practice in horticulture for decades already. It is a technique to maintain your cactus roots healthy. Remember that cacti rely on their roots to continue living. So while you give your cactus the basic care such as potting mix, water, sunlight, and fertilizer, it is also crucial and beneficial that you include root trimming in your list. Anyway, I will leave this cacti in a bright corner and let the cuts callus for at least 2 days. Now, I'm going to share with you my Astrophytum potting mix. It is composed of 6 parts pumice, 3 parts perlite, 3 parts vermiculite, 2 parts akadama, 2 parts peat moss, 2 parts carbonized rice hull, and 2 parts coco peat. Of course, you can adjust and alter this based on the availability of the ingredients in your area. Just make sure that the potting mix is well draining. This potting mix really works for me. I've been using this since 2018. I formulated this by watching and following different Astrophytum collectors in Thailand and Japan. A lot of my subscribers can also attest to the effectiveness of my Astrophytum potting mix. If you want to make your own Astrophytum potting mix, make sure that the inorganic is at least 70%. This will help make the soil mix drain faster. You can use pumice, scoria, lava rock, or perlite. For the organic components, make sure to have at least 30%. You can use any potting mix available in your area. As you can see, my Astrophytum potting mix is well draining and has the right amount of organic and inorganic in it. Now that we're done mixing our potting mix, I'll set it aside and show you the other things I use. The first one is akadama. This will be my top dressing. The next one is pumice, which I'll be putting as the base. Slow release fertilizer for a constant supply of nutrients. And Starkel G to prevent and protect the cactus from insects. Here are the astrophytums. As you can see, the wounds are already healed, so they are ready for potting. For this small astrophytum, I'll be using a 2-inch square pot. The first thing I do is to add pumice at the base. This will prevent the organic mix from washing away from the drainage hole when watering. Then add our potting mix, leaving only a few centimeters from the rim of the pot. Make a hole, then tuck in the cactus. Make sure to gently top the pot so the potting mix will settle. Add a little bit of Starkel G. Then add a few Osmocote. Finish it by adding akadama as top dressing. This one is the best from the group. If you notice, the ribs are more prominent and pointed. For this slightly larger astrophytum, I'll be using this 3-inch pot. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I usually reply as soon as I can. For my Filipino subscribers, everything I use here including the pots, ingredients in my potting mix, fertilizer, and other garden essentials are compiled and linked in the description. When you click on the link and make a purchase, you contribute a small amount of support to me. Your action of buying through the link helps sustain and enhance the content I provide. I also want to thank everyone who has been supporting me since I started this YouTube channel. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I promise to make more content in the coming months. A simple like, comment, and share means a lot to me, and give me reason to continue making this kind of contents. I'll just pot everything, then I'll share with you what my aftercare tips are. Now that we have potted everything, I'll be placing them in a bright area for the meantime, while they are still adjusting. This will protect them from strong afternoon sunlight. I'll start light watering after 3 days, just to moisten the soil mix and encourage root growth. I also mix this rooting hormone to make the process faster. In about 1 to 2 weeks, the roots will start growing. After a month or two, the cacti will start to resist when I pull them. This is a sign that the cacti have enough roots. By this time, I'll start the soak and dry method of watering. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more cactus videos. Until next time, happy planting!